Johnson draws Jordan out. Watch this. Big, nice play.
Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come, Philadelphia, on the run. Stand up and cheer. Number one, Philadelphia, here they come, team of the year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Sixers. 10, 9, 8, 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here come the Sixers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your
Williams in the penetration, and it's knocked away by a tumble and into the hands of Peterson. Antonio Davis.
Sixers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia 76ers. Stomp your feet, everybody.
Welcome back to East Sleep Sixers. We got the win and we clinched the playoff spot. Even if we lose out, we cannot lose fourth place. We can only go up from here, depending on what happens. So we got Jenny from the block with us. We got Sixers fan for life with us. How about them Sixers?
How about
BG
this?
not here? Wait, hold up.
You're-
No, wait. You just said
You're
we got
BG.
Jenny from the block and Sixers fan for life. That's it?
I'm sorry,
There's
we got
no,
BG too.
there's no Carl though. Where's Carl?
Carl, his kid is sick.
Oh, that sucks. Sorry,
Yeah.
Carl. Hope your kid feels better. Anyway, so
We
that was
clinched.
a win. I'm so happy. It was an ugly game for sure. They were like that one dude,
Marketer?
Moses Brown.
Oh.
He was like a tall Corey Brewer in the beginning, like the first quarter, because he was just being so over the top with his defense. It's cracking me up. But it was a good win. Embiid was a beast, and I was very happy about that. We would have
Yo,
totally lost that game if he hadn't played.
He really want that MVP. He
Yeah, I
acting
don't
a
care
fool,
what kind
yo.
of nonsense he says. He wants it. Get out
He
of
acting
here.
a fool lately. 17 for 20 from the free throw line, 17 rebound. God, dog. And he shot efficient, 50% from 3, 46. Not as efficient as I would like from the field, but he had a good game, man. He had a good game. He definitely held us down. You did, Ant. You did. You said it. You said 40 plus for the big fella tonight. Let me see.
Happy Monday from the Philippines. Thank you, James.
So, Mr. BG, we haven't talked about these standings in quite a while. What is it looking like?
Yeah, let's go break down these over-unders.
So today, to no surprise, after I gave Carl his flowers for winning the last 2 games over unders, he went right back to being Carl, and he went 1-4 tonight. Jen won 3-2. Me and Jose were both 2-3.
So
But all of them
what's
was
the
close.
overall?
The overall right now. So with Carl's 1-4 record, Carl now moves to 45 and 58. God. 45 and 58 for Carl. I'm behind him with 57 and 46. Jen is catching up. She's 61 and 42. And Jose is 62 and 41.
Whoa!
Damn.
Look at that. Jose,
Jen trying to
I'm
catch
coming for you.
Trying to catch you. I'm sorry.
I
Did I
see
say
that.
60? I'm sorry. 63, 62 and 41 is yours, Jose. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah, it's kind of lonely at the top. I need some company finally.
It ain't lonely. Jim been on your heels for a while now. It's just y'all always end up having almost the same records, which she hasn't been able to
famous
gain
saying
ground.
is, if you
But
ain't
today she
first,
picked
you
the game.
last. Come on, Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you last.
All right, so what stood out for you guys this game?
Hold on a second. Before we continue talking Sixers basketball, there's something we were supposed to do that we did not do in the pregame show. So without further ado, little Paulie out there, happy birthday to you, kid. Happy
birthday, Paulie.
From the entire East Leaf Sixers crew. We hope you had a good day. We hope you enjoyed your day. I hope you enjoyed the basketball game. Let's go Sixers.
Let's go,
They pulled out
Paulie.
a win for you on your birthday, buddy.
I wish they could have won the game that he went to the other day.
Yeah.
I wish we could have won that one. But it is what it is. But, Jen, you asked what question?
I said, what stood out for you about this game today?
We won the rebound battle.
Yeah.
We had 57 rebounds. I don't think I've been able to say that at all this year. I don't remember us cracking 55 at all this year. We had 57 rebounds. Oh my goodness, it was good to finally see a team, see us win the rebound battle.
That was nice. All I can say is,
what was your standout, Jen?
45 points for the big man. Oh yeah, that's my center. That's my man right there.
17
he made it
rebounds.
look so easy. It was like, he did that.
Yeah, so if you guys came in here late and y'all didn't hear what I said as soon as we opened up the show, the Sixers clinched a playoff spot. Even if the Sixers lose 4 in a row, we still keep the 4th spot. So we can't go down any further. We can only go up because that's how close 4-1 is, depending on those 3 other teams do.
That's awesome. That's great news. Did anybody look at the standings? Did we change? Did we go
I'm
up?
literally looking. It's loading on my screen as we speak. We are still 4th. However, we are tied for 3rd. So we're tied with Milwaukee for 3rd, but it puts us in the 4th spot because they beat us that last game that we played them. So we're 4th right now, and we're looking good, man. We're looking good. I'm definitely happy with these last 2 wins, man. After that 3-game losing streak. That 3-game losing streak had me sick to my stomach, especially the Detroit loss. And I was sick of it, man. And to come back and get these 2 wins in a row, man, hats off to the Sixers. Hats off to Doc Rivers for making giving us a couple different looks that we hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah. And it just goes to show. No, go ahead, Jose.
I just want to point out Even though this man struggled, he still managed to get a triple-double.
That's what I'm saying.
Did he? I saw he was like 9
He
rebounds.
still managed to get a
Nice.
triple-double.
That's what's
So
crazy.
I'll take a struggling Harden any day of the week before
Don't say
the
his
guy we
name.
used to
Don't
have.
say his name. Don't say
Before
his
the
name.
guy we used to have. Because we know what his
Absolutely.
struggling games looked like.
Absolutely.
Ant had a comment up here a second ago. Cleveland played hard as hell, and we held them at bay. Before we went live, and I said to Jose, I said, man, I feel bad for Cleveland, man. They have played us hard every game this season, and they always got a lead, and we punched them in the mouth every time to win the
So
game.
my response to that was, in the first round, I want to see Cleveland or Chicago, hopefully. Cleveland or Chicago. We done whooped on them bad this year.
Yeah. As of today, we will play Toronto, but we all know there's a lot of basketball left to be played. And
Like
just
us
like that,
playing
we could.
Toronto for sure.
Yeah.
I am really glad we are actually playing Detroit again, and I hope we get a really big revenge game when we do play them, because that's the only thing that's gonna get rid of that for me.
Yeah, it's good we get a makeup game against Detroit, because that was unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Yeah, we need. I guess we need a revenge game against this Detroit team, because that's a smack in the face to lose to a team like this when you're really volleying for position here. With 3 other teams, how they beat us was embarrassing. So get with it.
Yeah. To your point, this year, I would like them to just do that pick and roll over and over and over, because it's so sweet. I don't know why they don't do it more often, to be honest.
I mean, I could respect him. I mean, when you look at it, I mean, he shot 3 for 6 from 3, so I don't mind him popping every once in a while. But I definitely want him rolling more than he's popping. Definitely want him rolling more than he's popping, because James is going to find him. I mean, James, that pocket, that little under the arm, little pocket pass he able to throw off them pick and rolls, man, he does it better than a lot of the NBA, the majority of the NBA. So if we can consistently do that in a playoff series, man, we got a real good shot. Real good shot. I like it so far.
Absolutely.
I want to see if Embiid's probably not. I'm gonna check the.
Our bench didn't score enough. Their bench scorched us this game.
Did they?
Yeah, their bench kept them in the game.
They got scorers on their bench though. Like we know what our bench is. Our bench is legit role players. They got guys on their bench that's what they do. They just score. Like they just go out there and get buckets. So am I surprised?
Like that guy that fouled out of the game, plus Kevin Love. Yeah.
Yeah. When you look at their bench, they got guys on their bench that can get buckets. So
Marketing's a starter.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see us outscoring their bench tonight, because they got guys on their bench that can actually score and get their own bucket. They don't need anybody to be passing them the ball. A lot of their guys can get their own bucket. So I wasn't surprised that they bench outscored us. But I'm happy with the production our bench gave us. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Could have been better, yes, but I'm not mad at it at all. Niang had 8, Danny Donuts had 3, Shake had 4. I would have liked to see Shake shoot more than one time. Like I'm never cool with him shooting one time. Like we compare him. A lot of people have said on his show, he's a Lou Williams volume scorer, and I think he can be. When you shoot one time a game, how can I compare you to one of the best 6 men ever? One of the top 5 easily 6 men ever. I can't compare you when you only shoot the ball one time. Like, so
I mean, he's arguably top 3.
Yeah, top 3, because the only people I would put over him is Ginobili and Jamal Crawford. I don't know if I put anybody else 6 men over Lou Will. So let's just say top 3. So when we compare him, saying he's that type of scorer, I think he can be, but you're not going to ever do anything when you shoot one time.
Right.
One.
I just wanted to bring something up, because we had some arguments about it before, both between us and within the chat, where I didn't understand why Doc would take Matisse out at the end of the fourth quarter to put more shooting in when we clearly need defense. And you saw tonight how valuable having Matisse in at the end of that fourth quarter is when he got that steal that led to that bucket from Tobias. Am I wrong?
No, we need that. We really needed that because the game was like too close. It was like one shot they could have tied it, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
we
will
need
say-
that because he puts pressure.
These are the type of games that if we lose, we would point the finger at Doc for late game execution. I will say at the end of the game, when it was a 1-point game, when it was a 3-point game, then it was a 1-point game, then it was a 3-point game. The fact that we was able to get buckets, whether it be free throws or field goals made during that stretch of about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, where it was literally 1-3. Every other possession, it was an important possession. The fact that we was able to close out this game, man. I know we're not flower givers to Doc, but if we lost, we would have said it was probably Doc's fault that we didn't execute late. So I respect the fact that we was able to close this game out. These are the games we've been notorious for losing. Come down the stretch, like okay, we controlled it the whole game, and then at the end, nobody wanted to execute. The fact that we executed late, I can appreciate that. So hats off to the Sixers for that.
Yep. So speaking of that, I hear the flower lady coming. Flower lady! Got some flowers to give?
You got it
Gigi?
first. You got it first, Jen. You take it because I'm looking at the box score and I'm trying to go away from the person I know you're giving it to, but I can't find anybody. I can't find anybody.
No, there's plenty of people. There are plenty of flowers to go around. But, you know, I have to go give them to my man who is back to form, dominating everywhere, doing all the things, being the MVP, Mr. Joel Hans Embiid.
Hey, do you know what's going on, Jose? Why she said that? Sixers 24/7 was getting pissed off at Kate. Kept on saying Joel Hans Embiid.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, they stay complaining about that lady. I'm gonna go ahead and give them to the guy who gave us the silent numbers that really helped out Joel Hans Embiid. So that's going to Mr. Triple Double himself, James Harden.
Y'all gonna make me do this? I don't know what to do. Like I'm looking at I watched the game, so forget the box score. Just watching the game. No box score involved. I can't not give it to Embiid, man. He played ferocious tonight. Like it was no stopping that dude tonight, man. So I can't give it to nobody else. I mean, for you to shoot 20,
I'm used to it against Cleveland though, so it's like, you know what I mean? And then you see this man struggling. Everybody's talking so bad about him. He just helped Embiid out with a trip dub. You know what I mean? So
yeah, 17 rebounds. All 4 of his offensive rebounds were huge.
And the blocks.
Oh my goodness, the defense today. Who was that?
Oh yeah, it was a block party on Embiid Avenue today.
I think he heard us say this, remind us of the 01 team, and he said, I'm a channel my inner Mutombo and my inner Ratliff. He said, I'm blocking he was going crazy tonight with the blocks, man. And low turnover game. He only had 3. Only had 3 turnovers.
Yes, sir. Love it.
Yeah, solid game for the big fella tonight, man. Is it too little, too late? Who knows? But you know what? Is it late enough? What time is it? Yeah, it's late enough, man. Fuck that MVP, man. I would love him to get it. I want him to get it. I believe he deserves it. I know because we watch our team, not just, hey, I'm watching the game. We really watch our team and know that he's the nucleus, he's the heartbeat. Everything that we've accomplished, he has to be the main focus of. So I know how much of MVP he is to the Philadelphia 76ers. It's just a point of, will the writers say the same? Will the voters say the same? If they do, they do. I'll be excited. If they don't, I'm not going to be down because I feel like he lost it last year because the games missed. He didn't miss those games this year. I think he deserves it. But if he doesn't get it, we all know what the bigger picture is. The bigger picture is to bring a championship. The bigger picture is to have a parade on Broad Street. So, I mean, if he doesn't win it, I'll be upset for that day. and then it's back to business. It's back to look. We got to win 16 games when the playoffs start. 16 games is
I'll
what
be
we need to
upset.
win
I'm
a
not gonna
championship.
lie. He deserves it. He really does. He kept this team alive with that disgrace of a human not on our roster. So, I mean, nobody else did that. It's not just not having your stars or not having equivalents on your roster who are injured. It's the dynamics that were going on the whole time and messing with people mentally.
It's such a big picture, right, Jen? It's
Exactly.
more than just what
Listen.
Joel Embiid does on the basketball court, and that's
Listen.
why I have him as my MVP.
There's a difference between being injured and staying home not wanting to play.
Right.
Joel Embiid stepped up big time to lead a team that was short one capable player. Capable of playing player.
Mm-hmm.
You rob him from that, yeah, I'm going to be pissed off with you, BG.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what it is. We all know that the ESPNs and a lot of the writers, a lot of media still have a bad taste in their mouth about the process. I get it. Hell, we had to live through it just the way y'all don't like that we did it. We had to live through it.
Right.
So for them to still be punishing us for stuff like that, it's kind of disheartening. It kind of hurts, but y'all know we live by a moniker in Philadelphia. It's Philadelphia versus everybody. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
That's
Listen,
right.
you know
they don't
things
like
were
us and
bad.
we don't care.
You know things were bad when you go to the stadium, you go to a game, and you can actually hear somebody talking who was 10 rows in front of you. I went through that. I went through that. I'm just saying.
Can we just talk for 1 second about Korkmaz, though? I highlighted this comment a minute ago because what is my man doing? I understand that Maxey was in foul trouble, so he couldn't play for the entire second quarter, which was bullshit. But I also know that there are other people on the bench, and any one of them is better than freaking Korkmaz. What do you think?
What do you think? We all want Isaiah Joe to get those minutes.
Garbage. I mean, he's
we
terrible.
all want him to get those minutes.
I don't think he scored any points. I think he was just like
0 for 2. 0 for 2. He had 1 rebound and 1 steal and 1 turnover. -5 on the plus minus. I mean,
can't with you.
Yeah, I mean,
It's gotta let go. Let go.
It's Cork. What do we expect?
Can y'all stop talking about my man's? No, and we can't.
Oh, well, the
stop
topic of the
talking
discussion
about
was
your man.
Embiid. He just happened to have to get mentioned to make a point. So our intentions was not to bring him up. Believe me.
So who's our next opponent?
Our next opponent is none other
Indiana?
than the Indiana Pacers.
Okay, so we play them twice. We play Toronto once, and we play Detroit. What are your thoughts on our last 4 games?
We only got 4 games left.
That's all we have. I know. It's terrible and sad. I don't know if I'm gonna recover.
I'm ready for the playoffs. I ain't mad. Let's go. Let's start the playoffs tonight. I think this team realizes ain't no more rest. It's playoff time now. I think that we are going to go into those 4 games playing the way we played last game. I think last game can be our identity. I think we could beat teams by 30 early in the playoff rounds. Like that first round, we should be able to roll through. And as long as the Harden and Embiid experiment, if they figure it out after these 4 games, because I think they're starting to figure each other out. They got themselves. They know what their identity is. Would I like to see Harden be more aggressive? Yes. But we won, so I can't say I'm not happy with 21-10-10. So if we can get 21-10-10 from Harden in a playoff game, in a playoff series, that's a win in my book.
That's a freaking lutely. That's a win. You know
That's what I'm saying. Like, he had a bad game, but he had a triple-double, and not your guys triple, not one of those.
Yeah, because I used to see a lot of people
11,
brag about
10.
the 11 points, 10 and 10. I used to see people bragging about that all the time.
If you
All
bragged
the
about 11,
time.
10, and 10, you gotta say, you know what, I could deal with 21, 10, and 10. You gotta say, you can't, like, I know there's a lot of y'all that love him, man. But if you looked at that stat line and said, man, but look, he had a triple double, and you don't say that for Harden, you're literally just a hater. Like you're finding any reason to hate Harden if 21, 10, and 10 don't sound better than 11, 10, and 10.
And the free throws.
So
Because,
a lot of
Free throws get marked off as points as well. So
like, but if we're comparing a certain somebody to a certain somebody,
oh yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the free throws. We ain't
Yeah,
gonna get a
11 for 12. Like, that's the thing. Like, he's gonna get to the hole, he's gonna get fouled, and he's not a liability when he gets to the line. He shot 91% from the free throw line today. He missed
You
one
don't
free
want to
throw.
hack Harden. You don't
Ain't
want to
no
hack
ain't no such
Harden.
thing. They're not gonna be fouling him with 4
Hack
minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's not gonna happen, guys.
Mhm.
Before we wrap up, man, what do y'all think about Maxey, man? He looked bad today.
I'll tell
Like,
you,
he
man.
didn't look good at all today.
Going into the nah, man, that's not his fault. He caught 2 ticky tack fouls. It was 2 of them. One was legit, 2 was ticky tack. Early in the game, they had to put him on. I mean, you know what I mean? Still ended up with double digit points.
Yeah.
He didn't even play the first half, basically.
Yeah.
He only played
just
29 minutes. Maxey
just
never
sucked,
plays
but-
under 38. Like, I feel like Maxey always has 38 minutes.
listen, we need some balance, man. We need some balance, and he might have to sacrifice for the sake of the team in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that that's where he's going to be the rest of, the way out. But coach got to do something.
But who you starting in his place, though, Jose?
Man, just put Shake there. Mix it up and put Shake there. You could rotate those minutes around, play around with it. It's a chess game.
It is chess.
It's a chess game, man. You play around with the rotations, man. You got too many, like, iffy players on the bench. You put somebody explosive like Maxey on there, that brings balance. You ever watch Star Wars? They need Luke Skywalker to bring balance.
balance to the force. I think he, when you get into foul trouble so early, that can really knock you off your game. Not that I know, for practice, but I can imagine that would really knock you off your game mentally. But that kid came back in and just went right back to his game as usual. So I can't fault Maxey for today. I thought he played the hand he was dealt.
I listen, guys. I understand it's too late, but it technically ain't too late. They can still do it. So there's no written rule out there saying they cannot do that.
There's no written rule, but who in their right mind is switching up their starting lineup with 4 games left in the regular season, Jose?
I'm not saying do it now. I'm saying for the playoffs. I've been saying it for the playoffs.
It's gonna be worse in the playoffs last second. Hey, Maxey, I know you've been great starting for us all year, but now Shake is gonna start. It's too late to you don't experiment in the playoffs, Jose. You can't experiment in the
need
playoffs.
to tell coach that's what he want to do. That's what I hope he would say. Take one for the team, buddy.
Yeah.
Well,
that bench needs help, man.
Yeah, it does. It does. But the thing is, it's not the bench that needs help.
We know it's gonna get shorter, and with a player like Maxey on there, man, that'd be wonderful. I'm just saying, I'm a little optimism there. Won't hurt nobody. I know it's not gonna happen. I'm just saying.
I think it's not that the bench needs help. The bench just has to be able to produce when Embiid is out. So my problem is not, hey, because I don't think Doc is crazy enough to do an all bench lineup again. After last year with them all bench lineups, I don't think he's crazy enough to do that in the playoffs. The problem is when it's a bench lineup mixed in with 2 starters, I need those bench players that's in there with the starters to produce. We can't have a game like 2 games ago where we had 0 points from the bench in the first half. That is unacceptable. I don't need them to go in and score 45, but I need you to do more than 0.5. When you're out there, do your thing.
Did you notice that Doc had initially put in Jordan with Harden, got no production out of that, and then switched it to Tobias, and then it was
You remember what I said? I said I'm taking my head off to Doc these last 2 games. He actually did things that he hadn't been doing and saying, "Oh, that didn't work. Let me try something else." I'm very surprised at him the last 2 games.
Yep.
Hats off to you, Doc, because you usually just stick to what you know. So I'm
Yep,
glad he's
and
doing that with him.
I think he kept him beaten for the whole third quarter again.
Embiid probably went in his office the other day and said, "Look, I'm winning MVP." Because I feel like he's going crazy.
Dude, stop leaving me on the bench. I am not 37 years old.
And the thing is, Jen, me and you talked about it offline, that game where we played Giannis and them in the top of that fourth quarter when Giannis and Middleton was in and killing us. And you texted me and said, if he don't put the starters back in. And I said, nope, he going to wait till it's tied and then he going to call a timeout. And at that post game, when Embiid said, I think the changing point was early in the fourth when I was sitting on the bench. I think Doc heard that. You got to listen to your star. You have to listen to it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think that set in with Doc, and he said, yeah, I can't. When I see they star out there, Embiid, I need you out there. I think he realized that now.
Hey, Mr. Sims, cut it out. Football and basketball are 2 different things. Once you're benched in football, you ain't coming in the game, man. Stop it.
Like when we had Bobo.
I'm going to say that was a good one. That was a good try.
Well, I'm happy with the win. We on to the next one. When we play again, when do we play Indiana? Tuesday? Well, we'll be back here Tuesday, promptly 30 minutes before the game. And of course, we give me y'all a post-game show. Again, look at your top right-hand corner, man. We on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Snapchat. Go follow us. Go tell somebody to follow us. Give us a like. Give us a subscribe. Watch the video. Every show we ever did is on YouTube. Every single one. You can't say, oh, I don't know if I can see the old shows. Go look at the old shows. And after you look at the old shows, Jose, what they need to do?
First of all, I know y'all talk sports outside of this because I sure as hell do. I'm talking sports almost with everybody at all times. So when you're talking about the Sixers, mention East Leaf Sixers. If you don't understand what that means, don't forget to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend.
Because if you ain't here, I don't know
where you are.
But we know what Carl is. He's taking care of his sick son. So.
Feel better.
No,
better,
Carl's
young
somewhere
fella.
trying to figure out why he can't get over 500 in the over-unders. That's what Carl at right now.
Oh, is that the reason why he ain't on the show?
He went 1-4 today.
Thank you,
Let me
Michael.
Let me find out you curved us because you went 1-4, Pop.
Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love, Mike. Mike, hey, before we get off here, Mike, I didn't like you about 2 months ago. I didn't like some of your posts on 24/7. Like you was getting in your negative bag and thinking about bad things. But I appreciate your watch. That was months ago. I like you now, but I didn't like you a couple months ago. I'm gonna be honest. It's East Leaf Sixers, man. I'm not gonna lie to the watchers. I didn't like Mike Skelton, but now I mean he all right.
That means a lot coming from BG if he says he will. Just so you know.
You trying to say I'm Look, we'll see y'all on Tuesday, man.
All right, listen.
Another amazing episode.
Meet us back here on Tuesday. Let's go Sixers. Have a good night, everybody.
Right.
Don't work too hard this week. And don't forget, Tuesday we'll be right back here, so don't miss it.
Wepa.